Jones remaining non-committal on the signing.
Well, I'm not confident at all. That's the issue. We all realize that issue of health. We've got a good beat on that. If this thing works, it'll improve this team now. If we don't have that, then we're in a positive situation as well. It has to improve us now. And that's a pretty tall order. It has to improve us in a way that makes sense for us as we look not only this year, but as it impacts the years to come relative to the financial aspect of it.
And there he is, right on time, our favorite former Cowboy. Swagu, how we feeling?
Hey, y'all.
Pastor Spears.
What's up? What's up?
So, what's up, Pastor Spears? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. Molly, you're looking radiant. Stephen A, I got to tell you, bro, that suit and shirt ensemble, that thing is nice. And Mad Dog, I decided to wear the gray and blue today, too, just like you, because the Cowboys obviously were going to be talked about. Okay, we can get into it. Good to see y'all.
Well, the tie, I just want to say Swagu's tie looks black, not blue. So.
Well, it's navy blue. Yeah.
I said it's navy blue, but the
glasses
point is that it doesn't really vibe with the Cowboys.
How do I give you a compliment and then you go into the color of my tie? Just take the compliment.
True. I'm just saying, I will take the compliment. You forgot the shirt. Don't forget the shirt.
I did say
Don't forget the shirt.
Molly, go ahead. I said the shirt.
Are you
go ahead,
finished?
Molly.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. All right, Scarlett. Okay.
This is
even
him
know what
when he
Scarlett
get to LA.
Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow.
Oh, well, that's a huge compliment.
You damn right.
Swagu, I mean, I don't know if that's even accurate, but I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a stretch, but thank you. I'll take it. Swagu, where should OBJ want to land?
Dallas. He should want to go to Dallas. And the part of it with Odell Beckham Jr. is now you go opposite of CeeDee Lamb. You go to a franchise that literally embodies who you are as an individual player. And not only that, like this offense is going to be absolutely better with you in it. Now, I get the timeline. I get the finances that Jerry is talking about and how this will pay off for him. But ultimately, when you look at OBJ, when all of these things started, yeah, he could go to a Buffalo or he could go to a team that will have success anyway. And we've seen have success recently. But could y'all imagine Odell Beckham Jr. going to Dallas and actually getting to a Super Bowl and helping them win one? I know he won one with the Los Angeles Rams, but we will talk about Odell Beckham Jr. and this move that was made if he ends up in Dallas. If they get a Super Bowl, do you know how Cowboy players are celebrated that didn't win a Super Bowl? Do you see the type of jobs that we get even when we didn't win a Super Bowl? I was not an all-pro Pro Bowler. I didn't make all NFL decade team, and I have a chance to work here at ESPN and talk about the Cowboy. That's a result of playing in those uniforms, of the visibility that you have. Now, you couple Odell Beckham Jr., he's still one of the hottest names in the NFL. He is still a phenomenal receiver, and absolutely I understand about the injury history. But you asked the Los Angeles Rams, was it worth it? When we saw him in the Super Bowl score 2 touchdowns. You ask him, was it worth it on their trek to try to get to a Super Bowl? It was absolutely worth it. I know there's a lot of parameters. I know money is an issue, the overall arching, and what it means going towards the future. Odell Beckham Jr. comes and plays for the Dallas Cowboys, and they have success in the playoffs and potentially win a Super Bowl. You cannot imagine the type of things that will come after that. And I want to see it so bad because before we got on television, me and Stephen A was talking about if the Cowboys make it to Arizona, Lord have mercy. Let them make it this year and then get OBJ and let them go next year as well. It will be a telethon on First Take. It will not go off TV for 48 straight hours. And we will make him sit in that seat for 48 straight hours and go through every single thing he's ever said bad about the Dallas Cowboys. Odell Beckham Jr. should go to Dallas.
Well, since you brought it up, I mean, we've got to remember that when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, it's not just what you do on the field, it's what you do off the field that has jeopardized your winning on the field since you brought it up. I mean, it is the only franchise, doggy, that I've ever known that had a player get himself in trouble because he stole some cologne and a pair of drawers. I mean,
I'm not gonna do this.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. You brought it up. I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. I'm just sitting there. They invented ways to make headlines and stuff like that. I've never seen. I'm still trying to figure out how a brother went to the department store and stole a pair of drawers and some cologne. To me, it is the funniest one. It might go down as the funniest story
where he
of my career.
Can you tell us where he should go?
You brought it up. I didn't bring it up, okay? But here's the deal, y'all. I'm listening to you talk, and you don't realize what you're doing. So I'm going to help you out here, Swagu. Here's the deal, bro.
Completely understand.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely 100% correct. The Dallas Cowboys should go and get Odell Beckham Jr. They should do those things. But you know what I'm envisioning right now? My buddy Jerry Jones is sitting up there talking about, no, I don't think so, Stephen A. I don't think this is going to work for me. I don't like the distraction that this young man could cause because, damn it, I need him on the field, and I don't know if he's going to be available for me on the field. And this ain't about next year. This is about now, and that's why I'm not going to bring him on board. And then Odell goes somewhere else. And maybe a Buffalo, right? And then they end up in the Super Bowl. And then they end up in the Super Bowl, right? And listen to me, man. And then they end up in the Super Bowl, Swagu. And when they end up in the Super Bowl, then they got to go against him. And this time he doesn't get hurt. This time he actually shows up, doggy. And,
don't put that thought in the atmosphere.
And he doesn't get hurt, right? And not only do the Dallas Cowboys lose the Super Bowl, they lose it because the brother they didn't pick up. This is a beautiful story. I'm just fantasizing about it, and I'm just thinking about the scenarios that could lead to the ultimate collapse, the ultimate demoralization element for a Cowboy fan. Could you imagine, doggy, that Cowboy fans say, yo, we going to listen to Mad Dog Russo. We going to listen to Jerry Jones. We going to pass up on Odell because he can't produce for us against the players' wishes. And then he ends up going to some place like Buffalo. And then they get to the Super Bowl. And then he doesn't hurt his knee again. And instead of Matthew Stafford throwing it to Cooper Kupp, or the Matthew Stafford throwing it to him, it's Josh Allen that's throwing it to him. And he got Stephon Diggs on the other side. And he got Gabe Davis with him. And they end up beating the Cowboys, not only erasing that infamous period where they lost 4 straight Super Bowls and back-to-back Super Bowls with the Cowboys. They make amends for that, but they also make it not just by beating the Cowboys, but beating the Cowboys with Odell Beckham Jr. on the squad. Could you imagine that?
I walk right into this. I walk right into it.
It's beautiful. This is beautiful. I love it. Go ahead, doggy. I just love it. Thank you for that, Swagu. I didn't think about that until you opened your mouth. Thank you, Swagu. Thank you.
Marcus Spears is good enough to be on television, whether he played for the Dallas Cowboys or not.
Thank you, Mad Dog.
Who cares what these guys... You're good, and you're a nice guy. But who in the world cares about what players' activities are when their careers are over? This is not what it's about. This is about winning championships. Yeah. They've never won a title in Buffalo. This is about Ralph Wilson, Orchard Park, Jack Kemp, 1960, AFL. This is about losing twice to Dallas, losing to the Giants on the Norwood missed field goal. This is about that destruction against Ripon and the Redskins, back in 1992 when they got killed. This is about Leon Lett. And Don Beebe. This is what this is about. And if you're Odell Beckham, Dallas has won. Why not go to Buffalo? Josh Allen's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. You got a better chance to win a Super Bowl in Buffalo anyway, because even if Beckham was on Dallas, they're still not beating Philly. And they're not winning the division. And they're not going to get out of the NFC. Buffalo, if you got Allen and you have the Diggs, you got Gabe Davis, go get him. And plus the fact, they don't run the ball in Buffalo. In Dallas, you're going to get 3 balls a game. You got Pollard. You obviously got Zeke Elliott.
Yep.
Prescott's not as good as Allen. You go to Buffalo, you're going to throw the ball all over the place. You're going to be on the same field with Mahomes. You're going to be on the same field with Burrow. You're going to get a chance to do your thing. Plus, the team is better. Now, listen, I don't think he's going to play this year anyway because I don't think he's going to be healthy enough. So I think this is really a moot point. This is just fun for the 3 of us. But if you're looking at this from a football standpoint, what it means to go out there on a week-to-week basis and try to win championships and go down in glory and hold that Lombardi trophy and think about the old AFL and Namath, John Hato just died, LaMonica,
Madden, the Chiefs endorse it. If you're thinking about a franchise that's been there for 60 years and never won, why in the world would you not go to Buffalo and Josh Allen? That is the place for Odell Beckham. That is the place. And remember, you got to change flights to get there, which is a little bit of an annoyance because you can't go LA Buffalo nonstop. We had fun with that last week. Outside of that, the Bills in Orchard Park and Wilson and that franchise and the red Buffalo Bill on your helmet. That is the spot for Odell Beckham.
A couple of things. Number one, it is cold as hell up there in Western New York in Orchard Park. I mean, let's not forget that, Doggy. You say, why not go to Buffalo? I mean, what would be the reason? How about the cold weather? How about the fact that the blizzard was so damn bad there a few weeks ago they had to move the game to Detroit? I mean, think about that for a second. So let's put that in the red. They literally had to move the game to Detroit because the weather was so damn bad. But I will say this, Doggy. Don't think that this slipped by me. You mentioned Jack Kemp. For those who don't know, Doggy ain't the only one that knows a little history. Former quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, who was a presidential candidate.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
Sure was.
You thought I didn't know that, Doggy.
Reach out to him for your campaign, because you
know what? Hey, Swagu. My name is Stephen A. Smith. And I approved this message.
Let me get that Doggy, okay? Let me get that Doggy. Because I understand it, Doggy. You're talking about winning the first one, okay? And you always going to be you remembered as the guy that was a part of the team that won the first Super Bowl. But it still won't be bigger than if Dallas win one, okay? This man sitting to my left, how I'm looking at it, has talked about the quarter century of Dallas not winning the Super Bowl. It seems like every day since I started here. Even when I was at SEC Network and hadn't sniffed the opportunity to come on First Take, he was talking about Dallas hasn't won a Super Bowl in the last quarter century. It used to piss me off.
I showed up to the SEC. I showed up to the SEC show for the SEC championship game in Atlanta and said it then.
You said it then. So I've heard this, Doggy. So you gotta realize I'm a little bit scarred, okay? I don't care about all of the guys that you mentioned in Buffalo. I don't care that Buffalo has never won one. I don't care that Josh Allen is the quarterback. All I care about is the Dallas Cowboys signing somebody to get them closer to winning the Super Bowl so I can sit here and do this 48-hour telethon with Stephen A. Smith. There is some personal investment in this conversation that we're having. The other thing is this, Doggy, okay? Odell Beckham Jr. is known as a synonymous superstar. If you are a synonymous superstar in the NFL, would you rather go to Buffalo or Dallas, Doggy? What do you think? What do you think about a guy that has experienced the type of success he has? By the way, let me interject this into the conversation. He's already won a Super Bowl. He's already a Super Bowl champion. What's up?
I got something to tell you. This is in regards to that 48-hour marathon you're fantasizing about.
Yeah.
You'd have company. Let me give you some names. You'd have company, okay? You'd have company because obviously you got Michael Irvin and his sick self.
That's one.
You got Keyshawn Johnson who want to act like he won a Super Bowl for the Cowboys when it was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that he won a Super Bowl with. You got him, right? You got him. RC would just want to jump into the proceedings just to motivate and instigate because that's what he does. You got Allen Iverson. He closet Cowboy fans. He tried to hide it. You got, not LeBron James anymore because he got an issue with Jerry.
Jamie Foxx.
But you got Jamie Foxx. You got Denzel Washington.
See?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of people that want to get that want to get at a brother about the Cowboys, but it ain't gonna happen because Swagu just gave the blueprint. They're gonna pass up on Odell Beckham Jr. He's gonna go to some place like Buffalo. They gonna end up getting to the Super Bowl and winning it because of the dude that the Cowboys passed up on. It's the perfect narrative.
Stephen A.
I see it now.
Stephen A.
It is just beautiful.
I will denounce.
It is just beautiful.
I will denounce coming on this show if this scenario play out like this. I will never want to face you. I will relent.
Never.
I will give in.
Never.
And I will say he has won if that scenario plays out like that. But, Doggy, I get it. And you up north, you in the Northeast, and I know Buffalo is one of those teams. Listen, let me say this first of all. We went to Buffalo. NFL Live went to Buffalo and did a live show leading into the game. I truly believe this in my heart of hearts. It is one, if not the best place to play a football game in the NFL.
Without question.
That fan base, The way that those people are, it's college. It feels like a college. And if you ask anybody around the NFL, it is very rare that you get the feeling of a college atmosphere leading into an NFL game. Mad Dog, but I got to be honest with you. I don't give one damn about all of that stuff that's happening up there in Buffalo. I want Odell Beckham Jr. in Dallas, and I want him in Dallas stat. And I don't care if he can't play till the mid of January. We still got the rest of that time left and the 2023 season.
Not going to happen.
All right.
Swagu just jinxed it. Swagu just jinxed it.
No.
He just jinxed it.
Okay.
No.
Oh, I got something epic.
I'm texting and calling. I'm doing all I can.
We got to go. Closing remarks. To all you Cowboy fans out there, you've been watching First Take. We number one for a reason. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, and can't stand y'all at the same time. Let me be very, very clear. Very clear. I don't give a damn what you've seen from me on television. It ain't nothing compared to what I got in store for y'all if y'all lose this year. Oh, it's going to be epic. Epic. Oh, trust me on that. I'm already recruiting folks just to make skits about the Cowboys. I can't wait.
All right, I'll leave you with this. The Cowboys' 199 points over the last 5 games are the most in franchise history during that span.
Holly, I don't care. All I care about is the playoffs. I don't care about nothing
Glad
else.
everyone liked my stat.